everyone. And I would like to start by saying thank you. We hear every day of the shortage in Indiana and across the United States of educators, and especially those in special education. So from the bottom of my heart, I want to say thank you to every one of you who gives their time, their energy, their money to our students with disabilities in Indiana. Thank you. So at this time, we're going to start the CEC Awards and have the recipients come up. Thank you.
So welcome to the 2020 Indiana Council for Exceptional Children Awards hosted at the Focus on Inclusion Conference. Good morning, I'm Dr. Tara Rinehart, Indiana CEC President-elect and Director of Special Services in the MSD of Wayne Township. First, we would like to thank Indiana IEP Resource Center for hosting this ceremony and Dr. Nancy Holsapple for supporting and encouraging Indiana Council for Exceptional Children. We are privileged to be here today to honor 7 amazing and talented people from around our state. First, the 2020 Outstanding Advocate of the Year. This recipient of this award is a business, organization, agency, or individual who has educated the general public on the characteristics, unique needs, strengths, and potential of children or adults with exceptional needs, and provides exceptional support services to children or adults with exceptional needs, and has made a contribution to the mission of the Indiana Council of Exceptional Children. We are honored that Jenny Snyder is the recipient of this award. Jenny Snyder is the program officer taking on the education and employment and transportation initiatives for the AWS Foundation. AWS Foundation was founded in 2007. They are an independent organization created by corporate changes made in the business operation of Anthony Wayne Services, now named Benchmark Human Services. The foundation exists as a separate, non-for-profit entity in support of the disability community. Jenny works with grantees and potential grantees to find solutions to problems, develop plans, and work toward realistic goals. Through the AWS Foundation, Jenny has gone above and beyond to promote the mission of the Council for Exceptional Children. She has been an advocate and encourager of local college CEC chapters and has worked hard to form partnerships among chapters in hopes of increasing chapter presence in the state of Indiana. The Indiana CEC has benefited immensely from Jenny's visionary approach in increasing professionalism in the field of special education. Jenny was raised in the greater Cincinnati area and moved to Fort Wayne to attend University of St. Francis. She is married and has 2 daughters. When she is not working to advance the lives of those with disabilities in Northeast Indiana, you can probably find her watching her daughters play volleyball. It is our honor to award the Outstanding Advocate of the Year to Jenny Snyder. Congratulations. The 2020 Distinctive Service Award. The recipient of this award may be a business, organization, agency, or individual who has demonstrated exemplary personal and professional qualities while making outstanding contributions to children with exceptionalities and has made a contribution to the mission of the Indiana Council for Exceptional Children. The award goes to Nancy Zamitis. Nancy Zamitis has educated the general public on the characteristics, unique needs, strengths, and potential of children and adults with exceptional needs her entire career of over 33.5 years serving the state of Indiana. She has made a contribution to the mission of the Indiana Council for Exceptional Children in her work at FSSA and IDOE, serving all individuals with disabilities with such an impassion and intentionality that our state is a much better place due to her. Her legacy of advocating for supports and services in a unified system is exemplary. Many were honored to serve alongside her as she mentored many of us in understanding the broad view of the state system while working alongside her at the Department of Ed. The quote by Isaac Newton, "If I have seen further, it is by standing on the shoulders of giants," is exactly correct, as many have never been able to tell her how much, or as many have been able to stand on Nancy's shoulders in their advocacy work. We have never been able to tell her how much she has impacted us and where we are today, but would love for her to know that we wouldn't be where we are without her mentorship. This emulates the mission of what our 2020 Distinctive Service of the Year Award is about. We would like to honor Nancy Zamitis with the 2020 Distinctive Service of the Year Award. The 2020 Outstanding Professor of the Year Award. This recipient of this award must be a professor who has demonstrated her knowledge, skill, and sensitivity in teaching university students about persons with disabilities, often goes above and beyond what is normally expected in her profession, and serves as a role model and inspiration to her students and colleagues. It is our honor to honor Dr. Cheryl Bremer. Dr. Bremer is one of the most compassionate people we have ever met. Her integrity to high expectations and providing her students with the best opportunity to be successful as a first-year teacher are exemplary. She goes above and beyond to create innovative ways to give back to our profession. Her creation of the Intense Interventions online program is one example of this. I received the opportunity to work alongside in the creation of this work and know without a doubt that it was what she has envisioned with creating an amazing pipeline of capable educators for our most marginalized population we serve. Her leadership of the CEC chapter continues to create a wealth of future special education leaders for our field, which is extremely exciting due to our current shortage. She is an outstanding professor advocating our mission and vision. Dr. Bremer received her master's in special education from Indiana University and her EDD in special education from Regent University. It is with great honor that we present Dr. Cheryl Bremer with the 2020 Outstanding Professor of the Year Award. The 2020 Outstanding Student Member of the Year. The recipient of this award must be a student pursuing a special education license who is an active member of her CEC student chapter. Student taught in the 2018-19 school year and who has demonstrated her knowledge, skill, and sensitivity in teaching students with exceptional needs. She often goes above and beyond what is normally expected as a student teacher, serves as a role model and inspiration to her students, family members, and colleagues, and is an active CEC member. We honor Hannah Rose. The CEC Outstanding Student Member goes to Hannah Rose because she is a member of the Grace College CEC chapter. She was a member her first year, served on the Executive Student Board her second year, and is the current president of the chapter this year. Hannah has been instrumental in leading the chapter in outreach events as well as professional development. During her service to CEC, Hannah planned and facilitated a School of Education professional development event with over 50 attendees, including professionals from the local school districts. During Hannah's presidency this year, she has planned and led both board member monthly meetings, wrote a grant for the Aws Foundation, initiated a partnership with Cardinal Services that has resulted in 2 new outreach opportunities, Coffee Buddies and Lancer League, that are flourishing, and wrote a personal letter of invitation to Dr. McCormick to speak at Grace College. Hannah has attended both national and state CEC conventions and participated in the New Educator Institute. Aside from her leadership, Hannah demonstrates exemplary academic achievement and is considered a leader in the classroom. Her passion for teaching students with disabilities is contagious, and she pursues her passions and dreams with persistence and excellence. It is our pleasure to present Hannah Rose with the 2020 CEC Outstanding Student Member of the Year. The 2020 Outstanding Administrator of the Year. The recipient of this award is an administrator who has demonstrated his or her knowledge, skill, and sensitivity in advancing the opportunities, life potential, and achievement of children and/or adults with disabilities, often goes above and beyond what is normally expected in her profession, serves as a role model and inspiration to his or her students, teachers, and community. Jennifer Nichols is the principal at McClelland Elementary in the MSD Wayne Township and is our 2020 Outstanding Administrator of the Year. She has been a leader in the field of education for many years as a teacher, assistant principal, and now principal. Ms. Nichols has a variety of strengths when it comes to being a leader. She has demonstrated her knowledge, skill, and sensitivity in advancing the opportunities, life potential, and achievement of children with disabilities by creating an inclusive building that serves the most students with the most significant disabilities in our district. Through her leadership, they are unique individuals with different abilities, not segregated due to their disabilities. She often goes above and beyond what is normally expected as a principal, creating celebrations and learning experiences. She serves as a role model and inspiration to her students, teachers, and community each and every day. Her passion is contagious, and her compassionate heart beams throughout her school. Jennifer is the type of principal that every teacher wants to work for because she is a passionate leader that brings out the best in people. Jennifer has transformed McClelland Elementary from a good school to a great school at MSD Wayne by inspiring her staff to be lifelong learners. This strong philosophy has led to a school-wide implementation of social-emotional learning, trauma-informed schools, restorative practices, positive behavior intervention supports, and many other evidence-based practices effectively. Jennifer's positive influences at McClelland Elementary are so magnificent that many of her colleagues have reached out to learn more about her outside-of-the-box thinking, as well as her leadership style. It is our pleasure to present Mrs. Jennifer Nichols with the 2020 Outstanding Administrator of the Year. The next one is a bit of a surprise. It is our 2020 Special Education Teacher of the Year. It may be one of you, sitting in the crowd. So I'll let you get anxious for a second. That's typically not what I'm trying to do. So let me tell you first about the award, and then we'll figure out who it might be. The recipient of this award must be a licensed special education teacher. Okay, make your check mark if that's you. Who has demonstrated his or her knowledge, skill, and sensitivity in teaching students with exceptional needs. Check mark. Often goes above and beyond what is normally expected in his or her profession. Check mark. Serves as a role model and inspiration to his or her colleagues. Check mark. And has been an active member of CEC for at least 3 continuous years. Check mark. I need a drum roll. Just kidding. Our 2020 Special Education Teacher of the Year Award goes to a teacher from the MSD of Washington Township, the other W. So if you're check mark from Washington Township, Emily is your first name. Do we have any Emilys from Washington Township in the room? I hope she's in the room. Is there? Oh, there's only one. Well, it goes to Emily Alemo. You are the 2020 Special Education Teacher of the Year. And here's your fan club. So Emily works at Crooked Creek Elementary in the MSD of Washington Township and as a resource teacher with grades K through 3rd grade. She is a team member to 2 other teachers in special education and her general ed teachers. She is a strong leader in the building by being on a crisis team, being a principal for the day as needed, and dictates her leadership team. Her assistant principal, Josh Bowles, mentions that she is nothing but the best. She gets kids and understands their needs. Emily finished her undergraduate elementary and special education license in 2012, as well as her administration degree, all from Butler University. She is planning one day to be a director of special education. Wonderful. Emily also takes student teachers from the Indianapolis area and allows about 15 students per semester from Butler University to shadow her for the day to understand what a special education teacher does in their job. She coordinates a field experience with a methods professor in special education for 4 visits to work with diverse learners every semester and speaks on her prep time to those Butler students every week in a debriefing question format. Emily also directs the first-year thinking team about education at a Butler class at her school with a tour and visit to consider teaching at an elementary level. She speaks at Butler CEC chapter meetings, as well as is a guest speaker in Butler graduate and undergraduate classrooms about the area of behavior, first-year teaching, interviewing, and overall good mental health for teachers. Emily was named the outstanding first-year teacher at Crooked Creek, and then of the whole district in 2013. She was noted as a strong teacher leader and advocate for kids from the beginning of her career. She also is an overall amazing, enthusiastic person that creates such positive energy in and out of the classroom. Her general education co-teacher, Grace Edison, said, "Emily brings a strong, positive force and new ideas to the classroom setting. She does anything she can for her students and others, not even on her caseload." Emily is above all these a powerful force for advocating for students. In allowing her Butler students to watch her run a case conference, their constant feedback is that she works for kids and their needs first. She masterfully engages people to agree on what is best for the child being discussed. She works well with families and knows what students with disabilities need in order to have success in the general education curriculum. She is a true servant leader. One practicum student wrote the best way to describe what Emily does for the profession of teaching and special education, in her opinion. Emily is a true inspiration. She is not the trite, vivacious cliche of an inspiration, you know, like the kind of phrases found emblazoned in bright, cute colors on posters at teacher stores. Her positivity is authentic. It is not but a calm presence in her every interaction. She constantly tells her students, "I love you," but it is apparent before she even vocalizes those words. One last quote from another Butler student: "Even the hard things about education, Emily makes better for all involved." It is with high regard that we recognize Emily as the 2020 Indiana CEC Special Education Teacher of the Year. Okay, last but not least, we have the 2020 Yes I Can Award winner. The Yes I Can Award honors children and youth with exceptionalities who shine. This award celebrates the achievements of children and youth with disabilities, encourages these individuals to seek their highest potential, and increases public awareness of the abilities, aspirations, and personal qualities of those with disabilities. CEC has recognized the accomplishments of thousands of students since the program started back in 1982. Our 2020 Yes I Can Award winner is Kendall Gary. As a senior in high school at Columbus East, Kendall wrote and illustrated his first book titled Something's Different About Andrew. He decided to put his talent and passion for drawing to good use to help children and adults better understand autism, which affects 1 in 59 children, including Kendall. His books outline what it is like to see the world for individuals who have autism and the struggles they face on a daily basis. His first book sparked many sales, and his book is available on Amazon and can be purchased through his website. Illustrations in the 24-page book include the character Andrew wearing headphones, something Gary does in an effort to block out loud noises. The book is meant to help people understand autism and view it differently. More importantly, he wants people to know individuals such as himself have hidden talents and can be successful as well. His hidden talent is drawing and hopes to be a positive role model. He thinks people with autism need a national figure to look up to. This book can make them notice what they have is a good thing. He also was inducted into the East High School Hall of Fame for senior projects. Since graduation, Kendall has gone on to write and illustrate another book, Andrew's Money Woes, which documents how Andrew learns to count money. In 2019, Jaden Gary, his sister, was inspired to write a book, Living with Andrew, which depicts her perspective of living with a sibling with autism. Kendall provided the illustrations for her book to help personalize the story and provided him the opportunity to once again use his talents. This series of books has become a family affair, and Kendall has continued to educate others about life with autism. Kendall demonstrates his traits as a Yes I Can student every single day. Congratulations, Kendall, on being presented the 2020 Yes I Can Award for the Indiana Council for Exceptional Children. Congratulations. That concludes our ceremony. We thank you very much, and award winners, we can head out.